What's up, everybody? Welcome to this Motivational Monday video for February 3rd, 2020. I'm Denise Renee. I'm a creative entrepreneur, and in this video series, I share thoughts that I'm using to encourage myself and I hope would also encourage you. So the title of today's video is Resistance is Futile. And if you are a trekker, honey, I got you. I'm gonna get to that, okay? But here's what I really want to get down to. Let me ask you this question. Have you ever had an idea that keeps coming back to you? Maybe it's an idea for a business, or it's a passion of yours, something that you really want to do, but you keep pushing it off. You keep resisting it. You keep saying to yourself things like, I can't do this, I don't have the right education level for it, or I can't do this, I don't have the money to make this happen. Maybe you feel like the timing has never been right. Maybe you think you're not in good enough shape to do it. I mean, hello, if you are a female artist or an aspiring model, you probably have been told you gotta lose about 50 pounds just so that you can do what it is that you love to do. But here's the key, no matter how much you have pushed this idea out of your head, it keeps coming back. It keeps coming back weeks, months, years later. You still find yourself thinking about it and longing to do it. I've got something to tell you. Stop resisting. Resistance is futile. It's coming back because maybe, just maybe, it's meant for you to do. That book you want to write, that business you want to launch, that career you want to have, that looks totally different from what life looks like today. Yeah, that. Stop resisting. It's for you to do. So all of my Trekkies out there, whoever watched Star Trek: The Next Generation, you know exactly where this phrase comes from. If you don't, here's a quick background. In the Star Trek lexicon, there is a species out there that's called the Borg. And what they do is they go around to other planets and they take the people and the species from them and they biomechanically engineer them to become part of their new race that they call the collective. It's like they take the best of everything and they become this like super alien race. And they're virtually indestructible. And their catchphrase was, "We are the Borg. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile." And part of why this tickles me so much is because it just reminds me of good times way back when, the early 90s, when families used to gather around the TV and watch TV shows together. And this was a big thing in my house. Let me tell you something. Way back when you used to have house phones, all of our friends knew if you called our house on Saturday between 7 and 8, that phone was not gonna get answered, okay? We were watching Star Trek Next Generation, commercials and all. Didn't matter that we had a VCR, we wanted to see it live, cause it was just so good. But I digress. Resistance indeed is futile. If you have that passion that just keeps bubbling up inside of you, stop pushing it off. This is a life lesson that I have been learning and putting into practice over the last couple of months. I have found ideas and even people constantly coming back around. I would try to push them off, but boom, there they were again. So I finally had to say, stop resisting. Resistance is futile. This person is in your life for a reason. Embrace it. This idea keeps coming back for a reason. Pursue it. I mean, in fact, to be 100% transparent, it's the reason why you're even watching this video. I used to do Motivational Monday videos off and on for the last couple of years. And honestly, the reason I stopped is because I felt like, while this is really fun and interesting and motivational and inspiring for me to do, and the people who are watching them are enjoying them, this has nothing to do with my business. This is not bringing in any clients, but I did have ideas for books and music and content that I did want to create, but I really didn't have a big enough audience to monetize that audience. So I was like, well, this is really not the time to do it. But it kept coming back. And now I've just embraced it, because even though I do have my video series where I talk about how I help people write their books, people are not only interested in me as a brand or as a company, they're interested in me as a person. And part of who I am is a very motivating and inspiring person. So even if this video does not bring in a client for me, it's definitely bringing me joy to do. It's helping you who are watching it, and it's helping those people who want to learn a little bit more about me on a personal note. It's essentially part of my personal brand. And the amazing thing is that I actually just came across a document full of ideas for books and audio content that I want to create. And I wrote this 3 years ago. I've been at this motivational thing for a long time. It keeps coming up. So I finally accepted that resistance is futile. This is something I'm meant to be doing. What is something that you're meant to be doing? What's that thing that has kept coming up for you? Share it down in the comments below and let's have a conversation about it. But just know, if it keeps coming up, it's meant for you to do. Resistance is futile. My best advice to you is to take the first step towards it. No matter what resources you think you have or don't have, take the first step. The next step will reveal itself. Did you like today's video? If you found it inspiring and motivating, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, a heart, and share. If you want to get more motivational content from me, make sure that you've liked my Facebook page at facebook.com/Meet Denise Renee. Be sure to like the page so that you're notified every time I publish a new video. Or you can subscribe on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/Denise Renee Copywriter. Thanks guys so much for checking out this video, and I'll see you in the next one.